Welcome back to NRM 435, GIS Analysis at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. This will be a raster application where we have two rasters, one representing the summer temperature in Alaska for the decade of 2000, and the other the projected temperature for the decade of 2060. So these rasters were produced by scientists at this website. Assuming you can grow tomatoes outdoors at a summer temperature above 16 degrees C, what's the total area in hectares above this threshold for the two decades? The total number of warm pixels in 2000 and the total number of warm pixels projected for 2060. If we look at the raster properties, there are 5 kilometer pixels. So each pixel in hectares, 1 hectare is the same thing as 10,000 meters. So each pixel would be 5,000 meters wide by 5,000 meters long divided by 10,000 would give you how many hectares each 5 kilometer pixel represents. So we can pick a color ramp where a cool color would represent cool and a hot color would represent hot. So let's say, for example, here's a color ramp. And then we could apply that same color ramp to our 2060 raster. So if we go to Properties and then import the same color ramp from our 2000 raster. So here's the summer temperature in 2000 and here's the projected temperature in 2060. So we can use the Con tool to create a raster representing values where the summer temperature is above 16 degrees. And to use the Con tool, it's in the Spatial Analyst toolbox, so we have to check on the Spatial Analyst extension. And since the rasters are floating point rasters, there will not be an attribute table, so we're going to have to type in the expression. So we can type in the expression is the value greater than 16 degrees C, and if that's true, let's return a value of 1. So in 2000 decade, there were 10,524 pixels where the value was greater than 16 degrees C. And in the decade 2060, the projection is there's 96,593 pixels where the value is greater than 16 degrees C. So the next step is we'll use the Copy Rows tool to copy each row into a standalone table. So then we'll add a field to our standalone table for what was the area of pixels that were warmer than 16 degrees in hectares in the decade 2000. And then we would repeat the process for the hectares of pixels warmer than 16 degrees in the decade of 2060. And then we could use the Join Field tool to join the hectares in 2060 to our table. So we'd have a field hectares in 2000 and then a field hectares in 2060. So about 26 million hectares in 2000 warmer than 16 degrees C, warming to about 241 million hectares in the decade of 2060.